They reverse swept Seoul by playing this comp. They beat Chengdu also with this comp. This is obviously their best comp. But when they played it against the Shanghai Dragons, it was domination. Wolf said this was the highest level of Overwatch he had ever seen. Thoughts? I mean, maybe from the Dragons, because I do think the Dragons are the best dive team currently. But it definitely wasn't from the Spark. No, but I think specifically with this comp, I think the Dragons are probably the best team in the league because Lip is so damn good at Sombra, and I don't think there's a lot of good NA Sombras, except for Hisu. Hisu's pretty good at Sombra. First up, Dragons take the high ground here. This high ground's not that important for this comp, but it is really good to have your Brig Ana up here because it gives very good sight lines, and if the enemy Winston jumps up in Gushue, there's a good chance Lee Jae-gon can bash him somewhere in that jump. And if they can't, they can just drop down, go main. But it's also not likely they're just going to sit up here and do nothing, right? They have to use this high ground as like a nade spot for Luffy. And the nades are very effective. Also interesting that Shanghai decided to play with Luffy basically all series. Izayaki hasn't seen that much play. And honestly, I think Izayaki, mechanically, maybe he's better. But Luffy's a very smart player. I don't know if any of you have watched Luffy's gameplay. But he's always really good at where to stand. And like how to use his ults and where to position. So maybe he won't hit as many shots as Izayaki. But Izayaki's a very ballsy player, right? He relies very hard on his mechanics, plays way more aggressively, does a lot more damage. Especially as Ana, you really need to stay alive in this comp. Putting Luffy in, it's a pretty good choice for them. Oh, and Luffy, because he got that high ground, he instantly gets a really big nade, which is followed up by a dive with a bubble. Right, and this is what you're going to see constantly. The Winston jumps in. First they get the Zarya bubble, so they can't get Brig bashed away, right, by the enemy Brig. And then they put their own bubble down. So it's like a 1-2 punch. Where first you Zarya bubble, then you Winston bubble. So that there's no way you can get booped during your jump, and which is why you kind of always play the Zarya with this comp now. And this is kind of why they got that high ground, I guess. So he throws the nade. As he throws the nade, right, Luffy's probably communicating to his team, I'm nading main. Fearless says, okay, I'm diving in. Void says, okay, I'm giving bubble. Lip spamming for EMP, right? So they're taking the initiative. But what this bubble does isn't like, oh, we're gonna go get a kill. It mostly is for space and for Zarya charge, right? Because your Zarya is gonna get that 40 energy here. I actually think it's a little bit of a mistake for Fearless to bubble this early when he still had his own Zarya bubble. You can wait a little bit, right? You want to make sure your Zarya bubble gets that 40 energy. So you don't want to Winston bubble right as you get the Zarya bubble. But they get a shit ton of damage onto Sasin. Because both Lip and Fleta were hitting him as well. Really, really good target focus. Sasin nearly dies. Bebe has to use his nade defensively, right? And this is why I always say, hey, use cooldowns aggressively. Because if you use cooldowns really aggressively, then the enemy team will have to use them defensively, right? So Dragons use their nade aggressively. They use their ally bubble aggressively. And they use their blinks and jump aggressively. And then you see how Spark has to use all their cooldowns defensively, right? They have to use their nade defensively. So it's not going to get any anti-nades, not going to get a kill. They have to use their bubble defensively. They have to use their self-bubble defensively. There's no aggression coming out from Spark here. And they also have to use just as many cooldowns as the Dragons. So really good initiative here from Dragons, and really using this high ground that they got for this Ana, where Luffy's now just shitting and shooting to their advantage. And then this is another good nade spot, right? You walk in, Luffy can still just go ahead and nade right on top of you. The only thing that can really cleanse it is like the Zarya bubble. But, right, normally you see like Sigma or Diva in this spot. And it's really hard to nade when the enemy team has Sigma and Diva. But when the enemy team has Zarya, it's really easy to nade, just because nobody can eat it or block it. And this is like the smart thing about grabbing this high ground for Luffy. and for Lee Jae-gon, because it's very tough for the Sombra Tracer to set up on this high ground, right? Like you go on this jump pad, it makes a shit ton of noise. So really the only thing that can dive the backline here is Gushui with Sawson's bubble, but that's never gonna kill an Ana and a Brig, right? So they're basically unkillable up here against this Sombra Tracer specifically, right? If you play against like a Genji, then the high ground's not as good. But because it's Sombra Tracer, they have a very tough time with vertical mobility. So Spark is going to get a recontest. They only get one recontest, I'm pretty sure. So maybe they should set up for a better recontest. Like, I'm not sure why they're not taking this high ground for their Tracer or their Brig Ana right now. They're going for this rotation, but I really don't like this. Right? Because even if they take the fight here, they only get one fight on this point. Because the point is so close. So unless you can take the fight like right at the start of the second point, like right here, then you should just go for the last fight, I'm pretty sure, on the money. They decide to like go for a really aggressive rotation. Lee Jae-gon's probably just gonna rally this. Oh, they get a hack onto Lee Jae-gon. Wait, that's really good. Nice hack from Godsby there. He did a good bash away though, so Gushui doesn't get the jump damage. And Void also gets a nice bubble. He comes out. Counter EMP comes out. Lip actually just barely dodges it, I'm pretty sure. That's a pretty good EMP. Gets Architect Assassin. Assassin was able to bubble it again. Nice job from him. Spark just went really deep there. Oh, wait, he does hit Architect just barely. Wow. He just barely hits Architect. He doesn't hit Gushui, but he hits Architect, which is really good. And Architect obviously gonna die because he's 200 HP Tracer. So I did also think that Godspeed's EMP was very good. Lip just has a really nice recall here. Fleta also gets wrecked there. Void's in the backline. Void's peeling. Lee Jae-gon lives. Didn't even need to rally. And then they also nano boost. I think actually just going that aggressive there was a little bit awkward. Like they went so deep, even though they got that hack. I think they could have like held a corner more. Maybe played a little bit slower. Fearless ults. He boops. Oh, Fearless. Oh my god, he boops Mika off the map while Mika was rallying. That's insane. Wait, that's insane. I just emphasized how good the rally is, chat. As soon as Mika rallies. Oh my god, the Mika rally. Not like this. Goodbye, Mika. Wow. Oh, that rally counter is insane. I think if they get that rally off, like fully, Mika doesn't get pooped off the map. That is insane. Killing rally. I mean, rally's like a big part of why you pick Brig and a fight-winning ultimate. So booping it off the map is just... That's crazy. Oh, the EMP's gonna come in from Lip here. It is really aggressive, and the spread out from Spark's actually pretty good. Oh, the EMP onto Architect and Gushui now. Do I like this? It's really smart. No, chat, this is a big play. Wait, Lip is the best player in the league. He EMPs this, so Architect can't sticky the grav. Wait, that's big brain. Hold up. So Sasin grabs. The pulse bomb was gonna come in from Architect. He obviously wants to blink and stick it. But Lip EMPs, so he can't stick the grav. That's insane. This grav is really big too. It has like 3 people in it. That's really good. It also hacks Gushui and also removes the Winston bubble. So it gets like triple value. Fearless comes in for the flank. They nano boost him. I like this 2-man flank here from Luffy and Fearless. Do not let him walk out main, but to try and get this dive on the high ground. That's very smart. They don't get the bubble on him though. Goes for Assassin instead. Oh, he ults really fast. Wait, I'm not sure if this is good. Because he's still at nano boost. Maybe he just wants to kill Assassin quick and push him into this room. Gonna try and boot people off the high ground. Oh, he gets the boop. Fearless is too good. What a juggle. Oh, he gets Bebe. Oh, is he gonna kill Bebe here? I think he is. Wait, did he not get a jump reset? Oh, he doesn't jump? Fearless didn't want to die. He gets Architect? Wait, Fearless is insane. I think any other monkey would have jumped Bebe there, tried to get the kill, and then died for it. So he gets Assassin. He goes for Bebe, gets the boop. He has a jump. So I think he could have actually jumped onto Bebe here. But I don't think he wants to be booped off by Mika. Let's say he goes for this jump. And then Mika whip shots him off the map. I think Fearless is like really smart here. Because Mika does have whip shot. So let's say Fearless jumped here to go for Bebe. Fearless would have probably gotten whip shot off the map and looked like an idiot. But Fearless has the most self-constraint I've ever seen. He has more self-constraint than the fucking monks at the Dalai Lama. And he doesn't go for Bebe. So he doesn't get booped off the map. And then he jumps high ground. And he just sits there with a bubble. And he zaps Architect to death. And he zaps Mika to death. He steals the health back. And he kills Bebe. What a play. Dude has so much self-control. Exactly. I would have jumped on Bebe and gotten killed there. But Fearless reads Mika like a book.